Good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is Don Baine, and of course, I am the Gadget Professor. We're coming at you live from our NAB studio. We are here at Live View booth, and I must tell you, this is our third day here. We're going to do a new interview every 15 minutes starting at 9 a.m., and we are going to finish at around 4 or 5 o'clock. 15 minutes, boom, another interview. We are bringing you the absolute latest in technology from all over the showroom floor, and today will be no different. We have some very exciting technology to show you today, some very, very interesting guests, and I promise you it will be an action-packed show as we have done the last 2 days. And before we start, I want to give a big round of applause to all the technical people that support this show and get us on the air. We have Mike Bain and Scott back in Scottsdale, Arizona, and they are actually taking all the signals from these live view solo units and feeding them into his system back in Scottsdale, and they are directing the entire show from the studio in Scottsdale. It's an amazing setup. In fact, there it is now. Hi, Mike. Hey, Scott. And they're doing a phenomenal job. This is all feeding back. I'll show you a little bit later exactly how I do this, but essentially I have 4 cameras here. They are connected each one individually to a live view solo unit. From there, they are going back through the magic of the cellular bonding technology that LiveView has, and then it is going into the LiveView servers back in Scottsdale, and then out of that back into some solo units and being streamed all over the world. So it is an incredibly wonderful functional setup, and we couldn't be more happy. All right, today we are going to start the show off with a wonderful company, AIDA Imaging, and we have CC Lee here with us. Good morning.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
We're great. So we have some unbelievable new 4K cameras, and I'm very excited about these. And you actually brought them all in so we can see them here on the display table. What can you tell us about them?
So these are, to our knowledge, the world's smallest 4K cameras.
Really?
So we'll start with the UHD 100.
Okay, so this is the UHD 100.
Yep, it's HDMI out, made specifically for the Pro AV market.
Okay.
It comes with the 3.2 millimeter 4K lens.
Right.
Which connects to the iris port in the back for controllable lens.
Now, tell us, what's the price point on this?
It is $595.
Okay, and this is HDMI, not SDI.
Right.
Okay, 4K lens.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you have mounts here to, actually, where is the mount on this? Do we have a strap, or how does that work?
I believe it's
here
right
it
there.
is, right.
Yep.
Okay, so you can mount this up. I'll tell you, for that price point, you're going to have a hard time finding a more affordable camera that's going to give you, there we go, 4K. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's a very cost-effective solution.
I'll say. That's great. Okay, and let's take a look at the next one. What do we have here?
This one is a UHD 6G 200. It has an SDI out.
Right, I can see that. Yep.
So it's very broadcast-centric.
Absolutely.
3.2 millimeter
lens.
C-mount lens.
Okay, so if it's a C-mount lens, then we have the ability to put any C-mount lens
right,
that we want on that.
Right, it's interchangeable, yes.
Okay, that's
CNCS.
great. Okay, and what else can you tell us about this?
MSRP is $895.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I mean, that is very, very affordable. Wow.
Yeah, so it's another, we're very into cost-effective solutions for broadcasting.
Now, of course, some people are wondering why SDI opposed to HDMI, and you can answer that for me.
SDI is great if because it locks in with the BNC
right, you have a BNC
cable
connector here, right?
Right.
Also, it's for longer lengths, typically.
Yes.
So you can go many, many, many feet with that, opposed to the HDMI, where I think it's only good to like 50 feet-ish.
Yeah.
And where these cables you can go forever, which is nice. Now, what type of? I'll say that again now. Someone just talking to me in the ear feet.
Oh.
Right, you get 4K with the HDMI.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what about controlling your menu? Can you do that on this camera? Is there a facility to do that?
It comes with a breakout cable.
Okay,
which
and that's
going to
attach right here.
Yeah, and the
and there's
IO
a little
port.
button on that cable, correct?
Yeah.
And
so you can go onto the OSD.
Okay. And what types of things can you adjust?
All your parameters from lighting to color, saturation.
So once that's set, you can, quote, set it and forget it at that point?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and the price point of this camera?
Is $895.
$895. It's extraordinary. I mean, that sounds like the wholesale dealer price for that. It's really an amazing camera. It comes with the lens.
Yes.
For that price.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these are really small.
Yeah, so it's so small you can hide it anywhere. You can fly it overhead.
Excellent. Okay, now we have two more cameras here. Let's talk about this one first. Now this
That
one looks like it has a zoom lens in it.
Yes, it has a 3x zoom.
Okay.
And it's similar to the UHD 100.
HDMI, right. And where does it receive its power from?
It also comes with a breakout cable,
Okay.
power audio, and your camera controls.
And a 3x zoom on this.
Yes.
Okay, and the cost of this?
That one is $695.
It's incredible. You're going to get a 4K camera with the 3x zoom.
Yep.
Wow. And this is not plastic, by the way. This is metal.
Right, it's metal. So it's also good in heat. It's good at dissipating heat.
So this will work well in Arizona, where I'm from.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. All right, great. And this last one here?
This one, that one is the UHD 12XL.
Okay, SDI.
SDI out and HDMI out.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay,
so it's a dual output.
Right.
And it also comes with a breakout cable for your power, audio,
right.
camera
controls. Well, they all would come with that, right? Correct, the breakout cable?
Yep.
Okay. And this is a little heavy. Now, what's the zoom on this?
12X.
12X.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the price point on this?
Price point is $1295.
That is extraordinary. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's optical 12X.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what else can you tell me about this camera? What's the warranty on it, for example?
Warranty is 1 year.
Okay. And if I were to purchase this camera or any of these cameras and have problems with it, am I on my own? I know it comes with a booklet, but
you can give us a call.
I can call AIDA?
Yeah. And we really try to go above and beyond and provide support for you. So whatever situation you have, you can call us and...
Okay, well, I will say that on the Gadget Professor show, we use AIDA cameras. I should disclose that. And when we first got one, this was probably a year ago, it wasn't the 4K, we had some questions, and one of our techs called AIDA, and we didn't say who we were. It was just one of our people that were working for us, and said, hey, I have an AIDA camera, and of course we know John and everything, and we said we didn't understand how to do this or that. Might have even been a bug. We didn't know. And they said, well, hold on. And they said, we're not sure. We'll call you right back. And they said, okay. And we didn't expect a call right back. 5 minutes later, they called. They said, hold this down, push this, push that, and boom. The problem was solved forever. And I got to tell you, I was very pleasantly surprised because you just don't get that level of service anymore, period.
Yeah.
So not only did they immediately look into it, but they literally within 5 to 10 minutes called us back with the fix. And what we had a bug, or we got into some menu where we messed up.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know we messed up, but boy, they had that figured out, and they stayed on the phone with us while we actually went through the push this, hold that, and it solved the problem. And I was pretty impressed. Now, if we mentioned who we were, I know John would have gone on the phone and said, oh, well, you know, but the fact that they didn't know who we were just made me feel good that, you know, this company's really with it, and they really do, you know, stand behind their product, which is so important.
Yeah, because we know that a product is only as good as the company behind it. So
Right.
we have our own test station at our office. So, you know, I think at that point when you called them, they probably went to their little station and like put everything the way that you described to them,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
called you back with the
I
solution.
was very impressed. Now, this camera seems a little heavy, so obviously this is going to have to be mounted. Now, I'm noticing that, I don't know, is this a typical tripod mount?
Yes.
Okay. I'm used to having
3/4 inch.
Okay. Now, what happens if you want to experiment with this camera and try some things different? Are you available on the phone for that, for experimentation?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, right there, folks, it tells you a lot about the company. They've been around for a while. I have 3 or 4 of the cameras, and to be honest with you, we pound them. I've dropped one of them twice, and one of them was hung on the ceiling, and I pulled the wrong mount and the thing just went flying. I tried to catch it, I didn't. It bounced off the desk and onto a tile floor, and I figured that's the end of that.
No.
Didn't phase it. Put it back on. It's still working fine. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm not suggesting that you drop these, but they are really well made, and it's not plastic. None of these are plastic. And are these made here in the States?
They're actually made in South Korea.
Okay.
But we design everything in the U.S.
Ah, okay. Well, I enjoy and I use them. I also like the ability that like on this particular camera, where I can go HDMI or SDI, either one, and that's kind of neat. Now, I get this question on occasion. When you have a camera like this, will it output simultaneously to SDI and HDMI? So I don't want to say you're getting two cameras, but it's kind of a neat tech trick where if you want to bring another signal in or another input, you'll actually be able to, dual output from this camera, both on SDI and HDMI.
Right.
And any of their configurations that come with both SDI and HDI, you'll be able to, I hate to say dual stream because that's not the word, but you're going to have two outputs that you'll be able to use from the camera. And a lot of people don't know that. They figure if they put both jacks in, it's going to
it's a common question that we get as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And power-wise, what does this take for power?
It has a DC power adapter.
And it comes with the power pack. Okay.
All our products are low voltage, so nothing above 12
volts.
Watts.
Okay.
Yeah, volts.
Volts, not 12 watts.
Right.
12 volts.
Yes.
Okay. I think they're more than 12 watts. I'm not sure, but okay. Well, that's great. And you also make all kinds of converters and things too.
Yes.
Okay, so where would people go for more information on AIDA?
They would go to our website, aidaimaging.com, AIDA Imaging.
And I think the best thing to do, I mean, definitely go on their website. Mike, do we have some pictures of their website or of their cameras? Okay, Mike's going to put up a picture or two. Definitely go on their website. There's a ton of information. But to be honest with you, after you look at the information, I would give these people a call because they're there to help you, and they do a good job. So, okay, so we have a picture up here. And which camera is that one now?
That one is the UHD 100.
Okay, and there's a picture of the back of it, so you can see where you can tie in the little DIN plug there. That's going to give you the menu buttons to change everything and adjust. And here it is in person if you'd like to take a peek at that live and in color. And again, this is a C mount.
Yes, CCS mount.
So we can actually change this lens, if you will, and I do that frequently. So these are really well-made cameras. I'll tell you, for the price point, you will be hard-pressed to find a better 4K camera at that price point. I don't think you will, and that coupled with the high degree of service that you get and knowledgeability from AIDA, I think they have a real winning product. So if you're interested in upgrading and doing 4K, I really recommend AIDA because I use their cameras, and it's a great company with a lot of integrity. And I've also heard stories secondhand, but they are true because I heard it from two different people, that one gentleman had a camera and it wasn't working right, and they overnighted him a new camera and then took back the other one, but they got him out of the jam, and that speaks volumes for the type of company that AIDA is. So my compliments to the chef on that.
Thank you.
All right, well, this is Don Baine, the Gadget Professor, coming at you live from NAB 2018. Stay tuned, we will be right back.